Lesson 4, page 7, Bartok study. The hands will be 2 octaves apart on this one, and they're doing exactly the same thing. They're not doing the same fingers, but they are playing the same intervals, the same pitches, the same rhythm, and the same direction up and down. It's called parallel motion. So here's where the hand position is, 2 octaves apart, counting to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to slow down at the end because it says retardando there, R-I-T, and try to be softer at the end of each of these phrases. On that last note of this phrase, the last note of this phrase, the last note of this one, the last note here. That needs to be a little softer than this note. And then there also has to be a lifting of the hand at the end of each of these phrases. Okay, this time we're going to try it slower this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now keep your right hand where it is, move the left hand up 1 octave, and we're going to play this as a duet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're on page 8 and 9. This is Au clair de la lune, and we have crescendos and diminuendos in here. This is a crescendo and diminuendo, meaning it's going to get louder here and then softer here. And then there also has to be a lift at the end of this phrase. And the same thing happens again here. It starts piano, it goes to mezzo forte, getting louder, staying mezzo forte, and then getting softer, and then a lift. Here we change positions to E minor position. There's a red number 4 there. We're going to move down to A with the right hand. Piano, getting louder all the way to forte. That's a much more dramatic crescendo from really soft to really loud. And then back to piano, very soft again, back to medium loud, mezzo forte, and then diminuendo and retardando at the end there. All right. Here's the right hand. Here is the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 5. Measure 9. And 13. Okay, now we're going to move everything up 1 octave from here. So go to here with both of your hands, and from the beginning with the duet. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now the food court on page 10 talks about the definition of what tempo is. Tempo, it says at the top of the page, tempo is the speed of the beats in a piece of music. So this is allegro, which means pretty fast, but we're not going to play it really fast right now. We're going to be playing 2 octaves apart with both hands in G major 5-finger position here, just like this. And you notice that in the left hand it goes, and I would suggest playing the left hand by itself like this, going 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, and then play 1 and 4. See how it says 1 and 4? Hold 2, 3. Same thing again. This is the interval of a fourth. And so that's what's happening in the left hand. There's either the interval of a fifth or the interval of a fourth. It switches back and forth. The fifth is going to go line to line. The fourth is going to go space to line. And again, watch the numbers below the bass clef and above the treble clef. Here's the right hand just like this. 1, 2, ready, play. And now we're going to go to the performance book. We'll be starting with Yankee Doodle Dazzle on page 4 of this book right here. On this one, you'll notice right here we have to move to B flat and F with the left hand. So at measure 9, you're here at measure 9, at measure 10, you're going to move down and bump into this black key by just feeling it, to feel that B flat, and then bump with your thumb into this F to feel this F. So here's the C and the G. Take this little finger and just bump into that B flat, and then bump into this with your thumb, and you can get to that F without having to look down there. See if you can make that move without looking at your hand. All right, here we go from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now take the right hand and go 1 octave higher, and then take the left hand and go 2 octaves higher for the duet now. Here we go from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're on page 6 and 7. March 1 and March 2. This is changing keys to the key of G major over here from the key of C. So let's take a look at March 1. This thumb is here, and this thumb is on C. Now when we get to March 2, what's going to happen is this. When you finish March 1, we're going to go to March 2. So what you have to do now is move the left hand up into G position, and the right hand comes down to G position. Now I'm ready to play March 2. When I finish with March 2, I'm going to go back and play March 1 again. And so what I do now, to go back to March 1, is this thumb goes down to C, right? And this thumb goes back up to C. So again, here's March 1, both thumbs are on C. When you get to March 2, what you're going to do is this. The left hand goes, all these fingers move up 1 key. The right hand goes down to G position like this. So practice making that move from March 1 position to March 2, back and forth a bunch of times so that you can do that. Okay, so here's C position for March 1, here's for March 2. So at the end of each march, you have 8 beats, 2 full measures to get from March 1 position to the March 2 position. There's 2 measures of a transition here. Then at the end of March 2, there's 2 bars of transition to get back to March 1. Let's see if we can do that. Here's the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, 3, 4. Back to March 1. Okay, this time with the duet, we're just going to move everything up 1 octave. Here's where we start for March 1. We're going to move up now to here. Okay, with the duet going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Transition to ready, play. Five. transition back. March 1. Okay, now we're going to go on to page 8, the boogie bounce. All right, there are some F sharps to play here with the right hand third finger. And at the end, we've got a fermata at the very end with the damper pedal coming down here also at the very end with a ritardando and diminuendo. Lots of stuff happening here. Fermata means you're going to hold this longer. Diminuendo means we're going from loud to the very soft. There's tied notes, and there's a damper that comes in right there. Lots of things. And so let's see if we can do all that stuff. The right hand 4 is on G, the left hand 5 is on this G down here like this. Really loud in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you might have noticed there was some changing of positions here with the left hand. The left hand started here, and then it moved, at measure 5, it moved up to this C. I want to try to grab those 2 black keys to make that position change. Try it again from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move the left hand. And back to G.